In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to cover the lead gen monopoly strategy. When you're all done watching this video, you're definitely going to want to dive into the guide. Now, here's what I can tell you about lead gen monopoly. It will work for both offline as well as online. So I use it in all of my online marketing, but I also use it with all my offline clients, such as chiropractors, doctors, attorneys, pastors. We have it in an ice cream shop, a coffee shop. The list goes on and on. And it's a pretty amazing strategy, and you have one of two choices. Now, this strategy here focuses all around Facebook. It is not for the weak at heart, because what I'm going to suggest you do is you create 2 Facebook profile accounts. Now, I know everybody will come screaming at me, and they'll say, but wait a minute, that's against their terms of service, yada, yada, yada. What Facebook is concerned about right now is that you don't have multiple ad accounts. That's where the fraud starts happening and the black hat and everything else. That's what they're most concerned about. And if you think about it, just in your household alone, you're probably on Facebook, your wife's probably on Facebook, and then if you have kids, they're probably on Facebook as well. So Facebook is used to seeing multiple IPs from the home. So if you're not comfortable with having a duplicate account, another profile account, then there's something else you can do. You can take your main account, and all you need to do with the way I teach you to bring in leads to your account is just go ahead and segment those. And so what you're able to do is, as you're able to bring leads and friends into your new account, you're able to right-click on them and you're able to mark that friend to a specific group. I'll show you how we do that here in the video. But just understand this will work for anything, any niche, any marketplace, both offline as well as online. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up my own Facebook account, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So here is my own personal account, okay? Now, I mostly use this for friends and family, all right? Lately, a lot of business has been mixed in there as well, but the original intention was to have friends and family in this account. Now, if I come over to Firefox, I'm going to show you a different browser, and you're going to see that I have another account. So the first one was personal, and then I have this account right here, which I use for business, okay? So that's the first thing. You need to go and create a second profile account. Not a fan page, not a group, but another personal profile. Here's the reason why. It's very, very simple to understand. If you get a notification in Facebook, which is going to get your attention first? A notification from a fan page, a notification from a group, or a notification from a friend? And if you answered friend, then that is absolutely correct. Now, when you're doing this, especially for offline, as you bring friends into your profile, and I'm going to show you exactly how we find those friends, understand that your friends are not in this business. So they're not maxed out to 5,000 friends. Matter of fact, most people will probably have 100, 200, 300 friends. So if you can find a way to get in their newsfeed, guess what? You're going to draw attention to whatever it is you're talking about, okay? So that's the idea here. So before you do that, you want to make sure that your page is set up. So you want to have the right call to action up here in your header. And then when you come over here to the About section, you definitely want to have all of this filled out. That's what somebody sees right here. So you see, I build amazing membership sites for you. Private message me or visit membershipdesigns.com. Okay, so you want to have this cool little call to action here, and you just want this to look like a regular profile. So use your real name. You're going to use a different email when you set up your new account, and you can use the same picture if you want. It doesn't matter, but use your real name. Just use a different email account. That's the thing. If you use the same email account, Facebook will come back to you and say, hey, we already found an account under this email. So use your real name, use a different email account. This is not one of those things where you got to have an alias and you got to go black hat and everything else. No, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do it. There's lots of Chad Niceleys in the world. Facebook doesn't care. They don't think anything of it. It's too big for them to monitor, even if they did care, okay? Create a separate account in your name, different email account. You can even use the same picture. It does not really matter. All that Facebook cares about is that you're not over here creating duplicate ad accounts. That's where you start getting in trouble. That's what they're monitoring very, very closely because of all the click fraud and everything else. Okay, so here we go. Now that we've gone and set up our profile, the next thing is, how do we find targets to bring into this profile? Well, first of all, you can do like everybody taught you years ago, and you could just go into all the fan pages or whatever, and you could click those links that says you're going to have 1,000 friends in an hour. Yes, you can do that, but the problem is you got friends from all around the world or whatever. They're not targeted. They're not relevant to your niche. That's not the thing you want to do. So in this example, let's say that I'm in the real estate business. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to type in real estate agents. And what I'm going to look for is I'm not looking for fan pages. I'm not looking for individuals. See how it says people talking, people talking, people talking. We don't want people talking. What we want is this right here. We want members, okay? So if I click this here, we're going to be taken over here to a group. Now, here's the first thing I suggest. I suggest that if you're in the real estate business, that number one, you join this group. So you click this button here and you join the group, and then I want you to get engaged. Most of these groups are dead. These group owners here have no idea how to run a Facebook group. If you want to learn how to run a Facebook group, watch what we're doing inside of Everlesson, okay? So you join the group and you become very, very active in here. You could actually do this with 5 or 6 groups. Just become active. Start posting pictures, start replying to things, maybe drop in some videos. Don't necessarily promote these groups. Don't try to sell anything. Just provide value and get engaged. And then once you do that, look at here, guys. Now, this is a closed group, okay? But you can see that there's 5,719 members in this one group. If I get 5,000 of those to join my profile, I'm done. That's just from one group. Okay, so once you join this group and you get engaged, you're going to come over here, you're going to click this link here, and you're going to be able to see all of these members. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and request their friendship. Now, why are they going to accept your friendship? Because they've already seen you posting inside this group. They're getting notifications, so they're like, okay, that there is somebody in the real estate business. So of course they're going to accept you. But let's just go ahead and look for real estate agents again. And let's see if we can find one that is not closed. That was a closed group. This is a closed group, closed group, closed group. But let's come through here and let's see. Let's click on see more. And let's see if we can find one that's not closed. Okay, so this one right here, real estate rockstar agents right here. So we can go ahead and join it from here. But let's go ahead and click inside of here. And now you see here's all the other members and everything. But if we click this here, this is going to open up this portal right here. And now we can go ahead and click see all. And we can see all 4,566 members. So now all we need to do is come through here, everywhere it's blue, just request to be their friend. And of course, as I just said a minute ago, they're going to accept your request because they see you active inside all of the groups. It doesn't matter what you search for. If we come up here and search for accountants, guess what? We are going to find groups with accountants. So I want you to think about this, right? Think about who your target audience is, and then go out there and find the groups, and then get active in the groups, and then just go ahead and start requesting to be friends. Now, what's going to happen is this is going to lead to offline conversations as well. So there's a lot you can do to provide value, and this is how doors start opening for you. But you have to get started, and I would just spend 10 minutes a day going through each one of these groups and just adding members. Make it a goal to add, put 100 friend requests out there a day, and you will build up your profile very quickly. Now, the question is, what happens once you max out the 5,000 friends? Well, go create another profile. Matter of fact, I have one account in one niche where we're up to 8 profiles. So anytime I want to go and advertise to that niche, I simply log into those accounts, I do a post, and it hits 5,000 targeted friends. Now, you show me another strategy where you're able to do that, whether it be groups, whether it be fan pages, whether it be Facebook ads, because remember, they're going to be the most responsive to this because you are now a friend. Now, there's something we can do to make sure they're absolutely responsive. So I would ask the question of you, how do you engage with other people? Well, let's come on over here to our news feed. So here's my timeline. And as I go through here, you can see here's everything that's happening in my news feed, right? So this guy here posted something that we're doing here. So I can just come over here and I can like it. And I say something like, thank you, right? So now this guy sees my comment. And let's come on down here. So we can just go ahead and like this. And we can come down here to Vincent. We can go ahead and like this. Nobody else has liked it. So we're definitely going to get his attention, right? You guys know how to do this. You're doing this all day long anyways, right? So you just come in here and you give your friends some love. Now, why do we do that? Well, because when you go and post, they're going to give you love back. Now, when I leave comments, then that definitely captures their attention. And if I'm able to leave a comment where it asks a question, then they're probably most likely going to respond to me. And now they start taking notice of me, right? So I could come over here and I could simply say something like, where did you find this quote? Or where did you find this meme? Whatever I want to say. And then she's going to respond to me, right? This is how we start getting people's attention. Now, the other thing that we definitely want to do is we want to make sure that we're wishing everybody a happy birthday. Facebook will notify you as to everybody's birthdays, okay? So when you get those notifications, make sure you wish everybody a happy birthday. Now, why are we doing all this? Well, we're doing all this to make sure that we are the nicest guy or girl on the planet. And then when we make a post, do you think that we're going to get a lot of engagement? Of course we are. Now, the next thing you want to do is once you start getting a lot of engagement to your post because you've been taking care of the people in here, then you start going live. And do you think when you go live, you're going to have a lot of viewers? Do you think you're going to get a lot of comments? Yes, you will, because you have been giving your targets serious love. Okay? This is a very, very effective strategy, and it works very, very well. Now, let me point this out. You're saying, okay, Chad, so I have to go and I have to locate these groups, and then I have to go into those groups and I have to request to be friends with everybody, and then I have to like everything on my newsfeed. I have to comment. I have to wish happy birthday. I don't have time to do this. I got a business to run. I got a full-time job. I don't have time to do this. I understand that. So there is a site called Upwork.com, or there is one called onlinejobs.ph. I'll put this in the resources, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to go post an ad for a social media manager. This one right here is for the Philippines. Now, you'll be able to find somebody for $2 to $2.50 an hour. And so what you tell them is you say, okay, I want you to go and set it up to where you can log into this Facebook profile. So what they're going to do is they're going to get an IP in your city. Don't worry about it. They'll do all that for you. They're going to log into your account. And remember, this isn't your main account. This is a duplicate account, right? This is your leads account. And they're going to do everything I just told you. They're going to like all of your friends. They're going to leave general comments. They're going to make inspirational posts, okay? They're going to find a way to get engaged with your new friends. They'll even go and wish everybody a happy birthday, okay? So you pay $2.50 an hour, and you let the outsourcers get engaged with your new targets. And then when you start going live in your page, in your profile, then everybody's going to be engaged. They're going to tune into you. And then everybody's watching that is going to say, wow, this chat guy is really, really popular. I got to check out this live feed. And then when you're on the live feed, you have a call to action to get them in your funnel, get them in your product, get them in your group, whatever you want to do. It really is a simple strategy, one that has worked very, very well for me in all of the niches and markets, both offline as well as online. And you're able to do this with just 10 minutes a day. Now, I got one more thing to show you. If I come over here to my other profile, and if I come over to friends, I just want to show you really quick how we do this. So Stuart here is a friend, but what I'm able to do is I'm able to go ahead and choose a different list. So I can actually create another list, or I would just go and mark him as an acquaintance. So leave all your friends as friends, and then everything that is business leads, you can mark them as an acquaintance. And so that's how you would do this if you did not want to create a duplicate profile. But at any rate, either play by the rules or don't play by the rules, but start identifying your targets, bring them into your world, start building authority with them, start providing a lot of value, and then engage with them. And then you're going to bring in more leads into your business, and you're going to make more sales. Okay? Now, this guide right here, this is your next step. You want to dive into LeadGen Monopoly, and I have gone step by step explaining the whole entire process to you. Okay? Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you inside of another one. Take care.